Can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi everyone. I am Ayush Agrawal and I am a recent dual degree graduate from IIT Kanpur. I currently work as an agent engineer at a sports technology startup which is known as Spectator AI. While my background is technical, what has consistently motivated me in understanding how people interact with systems and how decisions are actually made in real world settings. During college, beyond academics, I gravitated towards roles where I had to listen, support, and simplify, whether that was helping peers through learning challenges or managing community level issues. Uh, Also, professionally, my internships and my current role have exposed me to a lot of fast-moving environment because I work in a startup where clarity and judgment matter a lot as much as execution does. Uh, Building AI-driven decision support tools made me realize that impact comes from asking the right questions and not just building on the right models. Outside work, my co-curricular activities such as cycling has been very important for me because it has taught me consistency and staying steady over long stretches, which shows how I approach both learning and work. I see myself as someone who enjoys reducing friction in systems and taking responsibility in ambiguous situations, which is why I'm now looking forward to build a structured managerial capacity towards by doing an MBA.
Tell us something about your company where you're working.
Uh, so I'm working at a sports technology startup, which is known as Spectator AI, and the company is trying to bridge gap within the sports sector. I can give you a few examples of some problems they are trying to solve. Say we take cricket for an example. Say Virat Kohli hits a six between a match, and we see that whenever a cricket person hits a six, there is a highlight which is being played after the ball is played, and probably it is very tedious for the existing systems to do that. And our company has made has made AI integrated capabilities, which automatically does this thing. Not only that, whenever we want to see something on a phone, we have to rotate it and see. And so the ratio of 9:16 comes into play, and they have tried to solve that issue as well, wherein they can just see the frame wherein the batsman is doing the batting. Not only that, they have integrated AI into betting related platforms, which cater to the needs of clients outside India, because betting is illegal in India. And for this, they get insights from pretty much the entire history of sports, whichever sport we are catering to. There are other features as well, and this is what our startup does.
So, how many people are there in the company and where do you stack up?
So we are around 60 employees in the company right now, and we work from an office in Gurgaon.
And where do you fit in?
So I am an agent engineer. My role is to create AI agents, which which automate the task as such. Like the examples I gave you, one of the biggest projects I had done after joining this company, I had joined 6 months back, is making an AI agent for creating bets and to understand various criterias to place bets, like how different important metrics can be taken into play. And this I had integrated on Telegram so that a user could literally just go onto Telegram, start a bot, and start chatting with the bot to get insights on what bet he has to place, what sports criteria he has to probably take into factors, and like what different metrics has to be taken into factors. And all of this could be done within seconds. Whereas if a person would go to web and then search for it, he would have spent hours or minutes over the same problem, and he could literally place the bet within a few seconds using the Telegram uh, app integration.
Are you saying that by using your bot, a person can win always?
This is not what I'm trying to say. This is the AI is just capable of providing summary of the stats which has been taken place over time, there's always a lose and win probability, and our bot is even capable of giving us the odds of the probability of the win or lose side. That being said, it is not like a proper decision which the AI model gives you. It's just some metrics, and based on the metrics, some outputs which the bot gives you.
So you said betting is illegal in India, but sitting in India, if you make a betting app which is used outside India, that is legal.
Uh, yes, that is for sure legal because we are as I have heard from the founders, we are not registered in India and we are registered in the United States, and because of that, we are allowed to make SaaS products, software as a service products, which could cater to the needs of the clients outside India as
And how do you differentiate between betting and gambling?
well. I think they are very similar, but there are big differences. Uh, Usually, what I think of as the difference between betting and gambling is that betting is usually made is a probabilistic made decision, and that people uh, probably look at different metrics and place their bets for whatever thing they are betting on. Whereas in gambling, it's just a proper 50-50 ratio of you winning or losing. And at that point, you're probably just uh, giving your money away to a proper chance of you either losing or winning.
If I may know, what is your salary currently?
Uh, my salary currently is 15 lakhs per annum.
So, do you think that is an adequate salary for an IIT Kanpur graduate?
I think it is a really good salary for an IIT Kanpur graduate. Graduating out of college as a first job, if I'm getting paid 15 lakhs per annum, wherein I'm not even able to spend a lakh easily in a month, I probably spend it over a period of 2-3 months. I think that is really justified. And seeing the trend of how IITians are usually paid, I think this is an average salary which IIT graduate gets, and I'm really happy about getting the same for
So,
my
where are
grade.
you staying now? In which city?
I'm staying in Gurgaon.
So, being in Gurgaon, you take 2 to 3 months to spend 1 lakh rupees. You must be staying pretty frugally.
Not really. I think I tend to save up more and probably have a good financial decision system. Also, I saved up some amount of money during my college, and that way I was able to uh, take care of the security deposits and all, which were required for my place of stay. And that is why I'm pretty much sorted up when it comes to financial terms.
But what I heard, and that was maybe 6, 7 years ago, like people who are into software and who get placed in, for example, Samsung R&D or Mastercard or maybe Salesforce, some of the banks, they are drawing in excess of 25 lakhs per annum initially.
Uh, I agree with that, that there are a lot of people who are drawing way more than what I am drawing right now. But as I said, this is like an average package which an IIT grad gets after his college. And I'm really happy about it. I was not aiming towards getting a job initially. I was trying to get into a MBA last year too. And that is why I was not very much inclined towards my placements. And I ended up applying for roles for my job later in the later part of my placements, and hence I was uh, not able to apply for companies which were paying higher. But I'm really satisfied with what I am being paid right now, and I like my work, what I'm doing at the office. I am getting exposure to a lot of different things and a lot of uh, company metrics which comes into play when I am building products. Also, not only that, I am being exposed to how to make a product for the customer and not for the sake of the company, and that is giving me a lot of exposure on how to think from a consumer faced scenario.
So, tell us, Ayush, what has been your greatest achievement till date?
Greatest achievement till date. Uh, so I'd say that one of my greatest achievements till date was getting into IIT Kanpur. I had given up, not given up exactly. I had given 2 years of my life properly towards preparing for JEE advanced examination. During this time, I used to study from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. in the night, and this was for 2 years straight without any holidays. I never celebrated my birthday for the 2 years. I used to wake up in the morning, do some yoga, and then get to studying study all day, just take breaks for eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a small break to take a nap. And I believe that that helped me structure myself a lot and discipline myself a lot. And after after studying this much and giving my exam, and after getting good results, I think that my hard work paid off and gave me good fruits towards getting into IIT Kanpur. And I think this is something which has which was a very great achievement for me and also has taught me multiple different things in my life.
So, you stayed at home and studied for JEE, or were you in some coaching class?
I was in a coaching class. It goes by China, which stands for Chaitanya Narayana. I was I was taking the coaching in Hyderabad itself, and my home is in Hyderabad too. So yeah, I used to come back home once a week or something for a night. That's it.
Chaitanya.
Yeah, Chaitanya Narayana.
Hmm. Recently, there have been a lot of negative news about IIT Kanpur, especially regarding suicides of students. What is your take on that? Because similar to this, around 5, 6 years back, there was a lot of negative publicity about use of drugs in IIT Kanpur. So, how do you feel about it, and what is your take on that? Both the two different issues. One is current suicide rate at IIT Kanpur. The other is drug addiction and prevalence of drugs amongst students, which was in the news 5, 6 years back. Apparently, among all the IITs, IIT Kanpur is the worst affected.
When it comes to the first part, the suicide rates in IIT Kanpur, uh, during my time in IIT Kanpur, the suicides which were happening were usually from the PG section of the college, that being PhD students and MTech students, usually PhD students. And I have heard that these students were uh, not mentally very apt and that they were being pressurized by the administration a lot to complete their PhD. Not only that, a lot of them had their PhDs extended, wherein a PhD lasts for 5 years and they were probably in the college for 6, 7 years already, and their degrees were being extended on a regular basis. I think that was one of the reasons for them to take such drastic steps, and I don't think this is justified. I believe that if they would have probably approached some uh, psychology cell in college, mental well-being cell in college, and would have probably talked to them and probably reached out to their professors and the administration for the same, they would have been able to probably come up with a solution to solve their issues. And when it comes to the drugs wala part, I think I have not seen people doing too much drugs in college as such, and I am not really sure if this news is true or not. I have never read it. Uh, what I have seen is that people do drink and they do smoke up sometimes, but apart from that, I don't think it has been an issue as such during my time in college.
And tell us about one big failure in life.
Big failure in life. Uh, I I'll I can talk about a hardship which I had faced in my life. One challenge that I had faced was navigating periods of uncertainty, particularly during phases wherein academic pressure coincided with questions wherein I had to take early career direction. Uh, just like I had said right now that I was focusing more on getting a MBA college rather than getting a job. So balancing demanding coursework, internships, and personal expectations required me to stay disciplined and avoid reactive decisions. That phase taught me the importance of reflection and steady effort rather than chasing quick outcomes. It also helped me to develop clarity, especially in situations where results were not re- very immediate. Uh, I was not able to land uh, MBA college during that time, but then I didn't get demotivated and I started working towards my job, and I ended up landing a very good role in a very good startup. And these lessons have stayed with me, and they continue to shape how I handle pressure today.
Who is your role model from the corporate world?
My role model from corporate world would be Ratan Tata. He was a very famous entrepreneur, and everyone knows about him. I loved uh, I loved his giving nature a lot. He was supposedly one of the biggest donators uh, to the welfare of mankind, that being poor people or poor sections of the society. He uh, uh, not only that, he was also able to build up a very big institution like the Tata, and Tata is a very renowned institution worldwide. And hence, I believe that his giving nature, his entrepreneurship skills, well, is something I look forward to, and I probably want to develop those skills so that I also excel in my life.
Okay, I'll just give you one example of Tata Group. Tata Group has a holding company called Tata Finance or something similar. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
And there was a news some 10-15 years ago. Arthur Anderson was the auditor for Tata Finance. Okay. And one of the very senior auditors from Arthur Anderson, he had indicated some wrongdoing, financial wrongdoing in Tata Finance or Tata Sons, something like that, one of the flagship companies of Tata Group. And this controversy was being reported in the newspapers for almost a week to 10 days. And he was a very, very senior auditor, highly respected everywhere. And then after a few days, he was shunted out. This particular guy who was the auditor, he was shunted out from his company. So if I tell you this story about Tata's, what is your take on it?
I think that this doesn't and directly employ on Ratan Tata per se. An organization has a lot of different levels of people working in it. There are multiple different roles people are bound to, and that being said, there are a lot of people who are responsible for taking care of different things within the company, and there will be good or bad people in every section and every organize section of the society and in every organization. And I think that coming up with ways to make sure that they don't do any wrongdoings, and they also develop an attitude to maintaining transparency in everything is something which people must abide by. And
Yeah, but at that point of time, you would also agree that Ratan Tata was either chairman or chairman emeritus of Tata Group, and this kind of controversy erupting about Tata Group and then the auditor being removed, don't you think there is something really suspicious?
Uh, I really wouldn't want to comment directly onto that. I think they might be something they may or they may not be something related directly with this. And just like I said, there'll be multiple people who will be working in the organization, and it is for sure very evident that Ratan Tata personally couldn't be taking care of everything for himself, because that is not really feasible. And
Yeah, but
yeah, so I think
this is a big issue, and he was the chairman at that point of time. A very, very big negative thing about Tata Group. And then instead of getting into the details, we find one fine day that the auditor is removed. Anyway, you must have you heard about the controversy between Cyrus Mistry and Ratan Tata?
sir, can you repeat?
Are you knowledgeable about the controversy between Cyrus Mistry and Ratan Tata?
Not really, sir.
Okay, I would suggest you read about it a little bit if you are going to have Ratan Tata as your ideal corporate guy. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yes, Asmita, Kaushani, Sarang, Shreya, you have any questions to ask Ayush based on? Yeah, Ayush, one more question. Everybody is talking about AI, AI. I really don't know what is AI. Can you explain it to me in layman's terms?
Sure, sir. Uh, we know that AI stands for artificial intelligence. It just basically means that humans are trying to make computers smart enough to do the thinking for them. Uh, like probably say learning different problems, solving problems, understanding different languages maybe, and recognizing different patterns. And this is being done using by training the AI models with huge tons of data, which we call as large language models, LLMs. I think you might have heard of this term. So based on this data, the AI agent, the AI, which is basically an AI agent, is able to make decisions on its own, and then it could come up with different solutions and solve various different problems which humans face. And this AI agent could be trained various data sets, and then they could be solving specific problems which based on the data set they are trained on.
Yeah, but this explanation is still not in layman's terms. How will you explain all this to a 5-year-old?
Mm, I'd say that artificial intelligence is like a human just without the consciousness and the emotions which a human being has. An AI agent is capable of thinking, learning different patterns, and coming up with solutions just like human does. Just that they are very much based on data, and humans also have a touch of emotions and various experiences which come into play.
Have you heard of Frankenstein?
I've heard the name.
What is Frankenstein? Or who is
Uh,
Frankenstein?
I think it is something related to sci-fi. There is a movie based on it, as far as I remember.
No, one scientist created a creature which was called Frankenstein, and that creature he killed the scientist or something like that. So, do you think AI is going to be a Frankenstein for humankind?
Uh, I don't think AI is going to be the Frankenstein for the humankind, because there are multiple checks and there are a lot of people already debating on this topic. And these checks are meant to make sure that AI doesn't hamper the human world, and that humans exist as the apex predators in the society. And
As the apex?
AI is just a tool predict predators in the society, and like the topmost living beings in the food chain, and that AI cannot disrupt this thing.
Why do you use the
inside.
term predators for humankind?
Uh, I just like in multiple movies, it is stated that apex predator is someone who is at the top of the food chain, and that is why I brought in the term apex predator here. But yeah, I don't think uh, naming humans as predator is very right. But I just meant that they are at the top of the food chain.
Hmm. Because mostly human beings are referred to as the most excellent example of God's creation, no?
Yes,
So linking them to predators might be sounding like little negative. Although you may be right.
yes, sir.
Hmm. So right now you're in Gurgaon.
Not really, sir. I came back home for the weekend because it was a long weekend.
Hmm. Okay. Anything else we should know about you?
Mm, sir, I'd like to talk about how my understanding of leadership has developed or evolved through time. Uh, Earlier, I associated leadership with visibility or authority, but through multiple experiences, I have come to see it as the ability to reduce the uncertainty for others. And to probably support these statements, I could give an example wherein in college, I was enrolled in a project named as the Civ Devs, which meant the civilized web developers. So it was a web development boot camp which was being foreseen by a senior of our college. And when I enrolled in this program, I saw that my peers were struggling with learning the systems and they felt very intimidated because it was very new to them. And because of this, the progress which was supposed to be happening in the project was very slow, and the students were giving up on the project. Uh, the same So for this thing, I started performing very good and started making sure that everyone was involved during the classes for the project, and this made the students very approachable to me. This made me very approachable to the students, and then the students started coming to me to ask doubts and to make sure that they are on the same page as the senior who was teaching us. And this led to me organizing small doubt sessions on a regular basis, and this made the students stay within the course, and they also started to learn the course at a very good speed. uh, this showed me that it's leadership is not about having a proper say title towards it or having being visible or being very authoritative. It's about how you make sure that everyone in the team, for an example, is on the same page with everyone else, and that pattern helped me understand that leadership is the ability to reduce uncertainty for others. I have followed the same pattern in multiple leadership roles within college and also at my product internships and my current job.
Okay. Any questions? Asmita, Sarang, Shreya? Any questions to Ayush? No. Okay.
No, sir.
Uh, how did you feel about the interview? Please give a feedback. Asmita, Sarang, Shreya.
So I feel the interviews was quite good. He was quite well versed with his answers,
Hmm.
and his communication skills are also quite good.
Hmm. Yes, Asmita, Sarang.
Yes, I also thought it was a quite good interview.
Hmm. Yes, I felt it was a decent interview. Ayush, uh, nowhere did you sound negative or pessimistic or anything like that, and you handled some sort of negative or critical questions quite well. So that's good. But be prepared for theoretical questions on your undergrad subject, civil engineering. Okay.
Okay, sir.
They will ask you questions from your work ex also, but they might ask you questions from civil engineering also, for which you need to brush up on basic civil engineering. Okay. Choose some topic
Sure,
or
sir.
course from civil engineering and study that.
Sure, sir.
Fine.